Do you feel that you deserve to get more out of the game tonight?
I wouldn't say that. I thought, first half wasn't great for us. We didn't handle it really well, especially with the ball. We just needed to stay a bit calmer and sort of play our football. We allowed them to kind of play the game they wanted to, and they gave the ball away too often. And then, second half, obviously, getting the man down was going to be a challenge for us. But having said that, I thought 10 men were outstanding. I thought we were the ones more likely to score in the last 15, 20 minutes. So, great spirit shown by the boys, but ultimately disappointing outcome.
Can you give us an insight what it's like to play in that hostile environment, the whistles, the pace of the game?
Yeah, look, it's an incredibly intense place to play. There's probably nothing like it that we get back home, but it was something we definitely needed to handle better in the first half, because I'm sure if we look back on the video, you take the atmosphere out of it, there was space to play. We just need to be a lot better with the ball.
First half, 2 goals that you scored. Could it have been a lot more?
Yeah, I think I would have got, if I'm not mistaken, 4. I think almost the last 2 that I missed, I lost a bit of focus. But of course, it's normal. That's why I was really angry at myself. I will go back, watch the clip, and try to get better.
With Galatasaray's high press, did you feel like they matched you at your own game?
No, absolutely not. Not even near it. We just gave the ball away too much without any pressure, and we should be better than that, and that was the disappointing part of the game.
Well, let's be honest, when Tottenham play, we're never too sure what's going to happen, but we'd hoped with this one it was going to be a fairly spectacular game, and 6 minutes in, it looked like it was going to be. What a start to this game. Brilliant goal from Yunus Agun.
It was. Akun's, Rory was saying before, as professionals, how many do you strike this in your career? And probably maximum 1, because on the left foot there, on the angle, when you're taking that volley, you always fancy yourselves in terms of backing yourself for the technique, but very rare do you hit it that true. And you see by the goalkeeper there scrambling to his left-hand side, he had no chance of saving it. Great start for Gala.
19-year-old Will Lancashire, big responsibility tonight leading the line, and he got his goal in Europe.
He didn't. Look, to score your first goal in Europe at Galatasaray, where, as Ben Davies just said, it is one of the most hostile places you will play in your career, is a remarkable thing. And the pass from Archie Gray, Don, I think is... Oh, I'm always willing to sort of promote someone from Leeds. But that is... What a pass that is.
Incredible. I mean, you've got to try and drop it into an area where you're trying to second-guess where Brennan Johnson's going to be. They win the ball back, and then Archie Gray's got his head down, just checks his shoulders, sees the run in behind. Johnson stays onside, then he lays it off. And for your first goal, you're right, scoring in Turkey in that atmosphere will do him the world of good, or you would have thought.
That celebration does suggest he's not really short on confidence, I think.
That's true. Well, he's become Tottenham's youngest European goal scorer since Harry Kane. So that's something he can take from tonight, but also he has to take the fact that he did get a second yellow. Tottenham were then down to 10 men, and it did turn into sort of the Victor Osimhen show, did it not?
Yeah, I mean, Ange touched on it there when he got asked the question about Galatasaray's high press, and it's quite ironic, actually, that Icardi never moves. I'm younger than Dries Mertens, I would imagine. And Victor Osimhen's not really known for closing down, but I love the ball from Dries Mertens there to drop it into that circle, knowing where Victor Osimhen wants it. And the ball's nearly at a standstill by the time he finishes it. And this is a guy me and Rory have seen tons of over the years, Victor Osimhen, £100+ million player, just priced out of a move in the summer because who could really afford him? So he went to Galatasaray to get in the shop window. This is what he can do. And he mentioned in his interview afterwards, how many could you have scored? And honestly, he could have scored 4 or 5, but he's a supreme finisher.
And there's not many like him, Osimhen. He is a pure number 9, dominant aerially when he's at his best. And I think the problem he had in the summer is, one, he was at Napoli. You don't want to deal with Aurelio De Laurentiis. When De Laurentiis sets a price, that is the price. If you don't want to pay it, you're not getting him. And then they dropped this offer from Saudi, and Osimhen didn't want to go to Saudi. But the stats there kind of are damning for Spurs. This was a very Europa League game.
3-2 is the final score, but it's not really a reflection of potentially
Tottenham
what happened.
were delighted it was 3-2. 28 shots, 40 touches in the opposition box. It could have been messy, first half especially. But weirdly, I mean, again, Ange got asked the question there, could you have took something from the game? And nearly, yeah, because the last 10 minutes they made it a little bit chaotic. And they had 10 men against 11, so they pushed, and it would have been like Galatasaray that we've seen over the years to blow a lead. So Tottenham walking out of there seems funny when they've lost the game 3-2. but it could have been a lot worse.
Positives to take, Solanke pretty much scoring with the first touch of the ball when he came on.
Yeah, Solanke did really well when he came on, and as Ange said, they did look good in the last sort of 10, 15 minutes. I mean, there's no real consequences to the defeat. Tottenham's good, strong start means that they didn't need to take anything from this game. They could have done, because Kulusevski has this chance. I think there's just a little nudge on him as he shoots, isn't there? And the other thing that's brilliant there is Solanke blocking the keeper's run back.
I think,
really smart.
Sorry, Ryan, a takeaway from Ange and from the Tottenham fans, the younger players tonight in a hostile atmosphere. I've been there myself. I played against Spartak Moscow when I was with Liverpool, 18-19. We lost 4-2 in a really hostile atmosphere out in Russia. And so them young boys tonight playing in that stadium and that heat, that intensity, I think it'll stand them in very good stead for the future. Even you know, when Lancashire got his red card, he learned from it. It's a tackle that he didn't need to make. He was being honest in the tackle. He thought he could win it. He won't make that mistake again when he's 25, 26 because a lot more experience behind him. But a good lessons learned, I think, from some of those younger players. Very valuable.
Always things